When I was a kid, my dad kind of dropped out of my life. His intentions were not bad of any sort. It was because he lived a difficult life with his job, and my mom had taken me to her house, and I stayed there most of the time. And her house was a long ways away from where my dad lived. It was difficult for him to be able to commute between getting me and staying on top of his long and labor intensive work. I never held it against him, so I went on to live about 13 years of my life without my dad. Every so often, for my birthday, he would send me a gift. He sent me my first DS Lite when it was first released, which was absolutely awesome, and I loved that thing for years upon years. But that was about all I ever got out of my dad. During my summer break going into freshman year of high school, I finally had the opportunity to see my dad again, and my grandma had asked me if I would like to see my dad, and of course I said yes. We were going to be having a party at my aunt's house, and he was invited to come. He had to work late that night, but he promised he would make it. When the time came and he finally showed up, the moment was amazing. I wish I had savored it a bit more. He rang the doorbell and my aunt told me to go open the door. I practically skipped over there and opened the door to see this massive man in front of me. When I was a small child, I remember he was super skinny, but at this moment he was huge. He had tears in his eyes almost the second I saw him. He could barely speak. My first time seeing my dad in 13 years, and he was crying. It made me happy to know he missed me so much. We hugged it out for what felt like forever. After a while, we both went and sat down at the table so we could begin discussing what had been happening the last 13 years.